Welcome to a new episode of Simply Tech. I've always wanted a Nixie clock, and today I'm going to unpack the next best thing. The Cloctek RGB alarm clock includes a meter-long USB-A to USB-C cable, a reasonable set of instructions in Chinese and English, and a microfiber cleaning cloth. The back of the clock is where the functions are activated via the 4 push button controls. It also includes the USB port for power. I happen to have a power bank handy, so I'll plug that in and let the clock start up. Now I've closed the blinds to make the room a little bit darker, and even with the room still being fairly bright, the display looks great. Turning around, we can better see the numerals. And as you can see, they're nice and bright and stand out. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to summarize the key specifications on the screen. Now, I was surprised that this is real walnut housing and aluminium used in the manufacture, so it does feel pretty sturdy. And here's a close-up of the rear controls where you can adjust the brightness and the RGB functions, as well as activate the timer. The brightness can be adjusted in 5 steps from the default we saw when powering up the unit for the first time. Now, it does say that it's an alarm clock, but that is a little bit misleading. It is more of a timer function that it does have, and you can set the built-in timer to count down by using the up and down arrows. So if you want to wake up in 8 hours time, you'd have to set the timer for 8 hours and remember to turn down the brightness down to the lowest setting. The mode button allows you to cycle through the built-in RGB modes with the repeating numbers telling you which mode you're in. However, you can connect to the Wi-Fi of the clock by selecting the Cloctek Wi-Fi on your phone. You're then greeted with a menu, which I've changed to English, and if you scroll down, you're able to customize each of the numerals. But should you not be that way indisposed, you can select any of the preset modes from the menu. And being in a semi-lit room, the effects on the display still look awesome. That's it. This is a brief look at my novelty RGB clock. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's a couple more for you to have a look at on the screen, and please remember to like and subscribe.